Hey guys, welcome back to B&G Cubing. This is our second video in our tutorial series on how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. In this video we will explain how to solve for the first layer or the white face. But before we dive into the solving, I'm going to give a brief explanation on the pieces of the cube.
In order to further understand your cube, now that you understand cube notation, I'm just going to quickly explain what each of the pieces is referred to as. In a cube, there are three types of pieces. First, there are the center pieces. There are 6 faces of the cube, so there are 6 center pieces. These colors are red, orange, blue, green, yellow, and white. Now, the center pieces indicate what color its individual face is supposed to be. Center pieces never move. No matter how much you turn the outer faces of the cube, the center pieces stay in a fixed location. And that's how you know that this face has to be red, this one has to be blue, etc. And another thing you should know is that every color centerpiece is always opposite the same color. So red is always opposite of orange. Green is always opposite of blue, and white is always opposite of yellow. Now that you understand center pieces, I'm going to explain edge pieces. Edge pieces are all the pieces with 2 colors on them. So this is an edge piece, this is an edge piece, that's an edge piece, that's an edge piece, etc., etc. 2 colors equals edge piece. And finally, corner pieces. That one's pretty self-explanatory. They're the pieces on the corners of the cube. They're the pieces that have 3 colors on them, so they're very easily distinguishable by location and colors. So 3 colors, 3 colors, 3 colors, edge piece. So centerpiece, edge piece, corner piece. Okay, now that you have a solid understanding of your cube and how it works, you can move on to learning how to solve the cube. So, the first step of solving the Rubik's Cube is to solve the white face. This is what the final product is going to look like. The face will be completely white, and on the sides, all the colors will be matching. So that's the goal. This is done in a 2-step process. The first step of solving the white face is to solve the white cross. Now what the white cross is to get all of the white edge pieces on the white face in correspondence to its centerpiece. So blue is matching with blue, orange is matching with orange, green is matching with green, and red is matching with red, and you have your white cross. Now, the way you get the white cross is to first get all of the pieces with white on them, all of the edge pieces, on the yellow face with white facing up. So we're going to take a look around the cube here, and we see this edge piece right here with the white, and we can put this onto the yellow face, the top layer, by turning it up like that. Now let's find another white edge piece. Here we go. Here's another white edge piece, and it's on the bottom red white face. So we're just going to turn it up into the top layer. Now, our last edge piece right here is also in the bottom layer, so we're just going to turn it up to the top. Now, in order to insert these pieces back from the yellow face into the white face, we will turn them to line them up with its corresponding color. So I'll line green up with green, and then I'll turn it 180 degrees down to the white face. Now I'll do the same with orange. And now I have to line up my red and insert the red. Now I have one left, that's my blue piece. So I will turn the cube until my blue lines up, and then I'll turn it down. Now I have my white cross, and all of the white edge pieces are corresponding to their center pieces. So I'm going to do this one more time as another example. So this piece is already in the top layer, so we're good. Now we see this piece right here. it's in the top layer, but white is not facing up. So in order to change that, we can turn this piece this direction. And now we can turn this into the top layer. And now this piece is facing the right way to where we could put it in the top layer. However, we don't want to move this piece that we've already moved into the top layer. So in order to put this piece, our orange edge piece, into the top layer without damaging the blue piece, we're going to move the blue piece out of the way and free this side up. And now we can turn this into the top layer without disrupting anything. Now we have one more piece. Here it is. Same situation. We can turn this up, but we don't want to disrupt this. So what we do is turn the top face so that it's free. Now we can put it in. And then to do your cross, again, align the edge pieces up with the color. Blue's already been done for us. Put that one in. Look for another one. Orange is already done. Put it in. Now red, we need to line it up with the red and insert it. And take the green and line it up with green and insert the piece. And that is how you solve for the white cross. Alright guys, now that you understand how to solve the white cross, you are halfway to knowing how to solve for the white face. Now, to finish solving the white face, we need to solve for the white corners. So to begin this process, we will look around the cube for one of the white corners. Here's one. So, this is the blue and red white corner piece. Now what we want to do with this piece is line it up with its corresponding faces. So since it's blue and red, we want to move the piece between the blue and the red faces. So I'm going to turn it so that it is between the red face and the blue face. Now, in order to insert this piece where it belongs in the top layer, we're going to have to perform a short algorithm. This algorithm will sometimes have to be repeated several times in order to get the piece where it needs to be. This algorithm is R prime, D prime, R, D. And you will continue to do this algorithm until the piece is oriented, which means it's in the right position, and permuted, which means it's facing the right direction properly. So, R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now as you can see, this corner piece is in the proper position. Now let's find another corner piece. Here's one. This one is already in the top layer. So what we have to do is put it in the bottom layer. This is done by doing this move. R prime, D prime, R. Now we have moved our corner piece into the bottom layer without disturbing our cross or solved corner piece. Now let's look at the colors. This is blue and orange. So we need to line it up with the blue and orange. So I'm going to turn it. Now it is between the blue and orange faces. Now I will hold it, ensuring that the corner piece is in the bottom right, and I will perform the algorithm R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now as you can see, we've solved for this corner. Now, here's another corner piece. This is the green and the red. So we're going to line it up with the green and red faces. Line it up so that it is in the bottom right. R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 Now we've solved for the green and red. We only have one piece left, so let's move our green and orange piece into the bottom layer. R prime, D prime, R. Now, we can move the green and orange into alignment with the green and orange faces. We can put that corner piece in the bottom right and do our algorithm of R prime, D prime, R, D. And now we've solved the white face. Now that we have covered how to do the cross and the corners, I will do one more example of solving the white face. Okay, so let's find an edge piece. Here we go, here's a white edge piece. So we're going to put it up into the middle layer and turn it up to the top. Now we need to put this piece into the top, so we move this out of the way and turn it up. Now let's find another edge piece. Here's one, so let's turn it 180 degrees up into the top layer. Now, here's another one. So we can turn it up, but we would disturb this piece. So let's move the top layer so that there's a free spot, and then we can turn it up. Now let's line up our colors. Put that down. Here's the red lined up. Now let's line up the green. And now the blue is lined up. And we have our cross now. So now let's start with the corners. Here's this blue and red piece in the top, so let's put it into the bottom. Now let's align the blue and red corner with the blue and red face and perform our algorithm. Now it's lined up. So here we have the green and the red, so let's line it up with the green and the red face. Make sure it's this corner pieces in the bottom right. R prime D prime R D, 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 and one more time. Now we solve for that piece, so let's find another one. Here's blue and orange, so let's line it up with the blue and orange and do our algorithm R prime D prime R D. Now that one is solved, and let's find our last one. Here it is, green and orange. So let's line it up with the green and the orange and do our algorithm, R prime, D prime, R D. And now you know how to solve the white face. So practice that and then get good at it before you move on to your middle layer.
Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you enjoyed watching this and would like to see more, please hit that like button and subscribe.